Hello everybody, my name is Darigandevil and welcome to my guide for the Queen Black Dragon. I'd like to start off by apologising for the quality of my audio and the fact that I'm new to making videos, so I don't have any flashy animation software. We'll start out by talking about the requirements to do this fight. I think you should have at least 80 attacks so that you can use chaotic weapons, 75 defense for War Priest, 80 HP so that you're not easily killed, 85 herbs so that you can use super anti-fires, 92 prepare for soul split, and at least have chaotic rapiers, longswords, or dryball weapons. Shown on this slide is the different gear which you can use to complete this fight. Simply pause the video and pick the best gear you have available to you. It's possible to do this fight easily using the lowest gear shown here. Shown here are the different inventory setups which I recommend for doing the Queen Black Dragon. On the left is a lower level setup, and on the right is more aimed for the higher players. I believe the Steel Titan is the best familiar to use for this fight, due to its range attack helping you deal with one of the abilities that I will explain later. The Yak and Tortoise can also be used to carry extra food, or the Unicorn for healing. Shown on screen are the different abilities which I used during this fight. 1 to 4 are basic abilities used to build up adrenaline, whilst 5 to 8 are the main damage dealing ones. Ability 5 should only be used within a special circumstance during this fight, which I will explain later. You can reach the Queen Black Dragon there easily, either from player-owned ports or the ports are in Lodestone. Now then, onto the boss itself. In this section of the guide, I'll be using the best gear I have available to me so that I can properly demonstrate each of the abilities the Queen Black Dragon has. I will however be attaching a full-length kill at the end, in which I use welfare gear so you can see that it's extremely easy to do this no matter what your gear is like. Upon entering the lair, take a look at your surroundings and notice there are 4 pillars here. These need to be activated at different times within the fight to progress between the different phases of the fight. Drink your potions and stand in this exact spot here, 1 space to the left of this platform in the middle. During the first phase of the fight, the Queen will simply attack you using melee, ranged, or her dragon fire. She also has the ability to use a wall of fire like so. However, when using melee, I simply think that you should just ignore this and take the damage from it. Throughout the fight, the Queen Black Dragon will summon these ghosts to come to her aid. Simply kill these by using the flurry ability as so. In the last stage, when she summons ghosts, there'll be 4 of them which will do a huge amount of damage to you. Make sure you're on high health in the last phase whenever it says she's going to summon these ghosts. For the most part you can ignore them, but if they teleport to either here or here on the east or west side of the platform, make sure you kill the ghost or it will freeze you in time, causing you to take damage from any of the attacks. For the purpose of this video, I have intentionally left the ghost to stand here so that it will freeze me in time. If this happens to you, don't panic and just hope that you don't die. You shouldn't die. So you see the screen will go blue like this. If you're unlucky and you're standing in front of the dragon, you can see how this would cause a problem because your clicking does nothing and it could mean that you die from extremely hot dragon fire. Just wait it out and carry on as normal, fighting the boss. In the last stage of the fight, she'll start to breathe extremely hot flames. Simply move from in front of her to the left or the right side of the platform to avoid this attack. During the 3rd and 4th phases of the fight, the Queen will be able to either go green and be resistant to physical damage, or blue and be weak to it. The second form the Queen Black Dragon is able to take is one in which she's resistant to physical damage, but takes more damage from magic. This is extremely bad for us when we're using melee because it means that she's going to be resisting a lot of our damage. If you're using the Steel Titan, you can avoid this by using the Steel Titan special attack multiple times and you'll still be able to kill her reasonably fast. If you don't have a Steel Titan, just keep hitting away at her face and she will eventually go down. This is when the boss becomes more resistant to magic but weak to physical damage. This is great for us as melee because you can see how quickly phase 4 just dropped, and this is meant to be the hardest phase of the fight. So here we are, arrived at the QBD's lair. I'm just wearing a load of free gear. Everything I'm wearing you can get for free apart from the skill kit, which costs 99k. So I've got Chaotix from Dungeoneering, War Priest, Dragon Rider Amulet, the Sick Bay Circuit, the Mighty Slayer helmet, and a Sign of Life, which is only 10k. So using this gear, pretty much anyone can do the Queen Black Dragon. So we're going to go on in. I recommend that everyone has a inventory setup similar to what I have here, a UI setup rather, so you can access your summon and your prayers and your inventory all at the same time. So we just run over to here and slide down this shortcut, and that will take us nearer to the entrance, which is just here. I'm also using the low level requirement gear as I showed earlier in the video here. So we're going to go straight into the lair and start drinking our potions. So this is the platform of the Queen Black Dragon. As you see, there's 4 pillars here which we'll have to press during certain times in the fight. As we're using melee, I recommend you stand exactly in this spot here, so that's 1 square to the left of where this middle pillar is. So once all your things are on, all your prayers and drunk with your potions, just start hitting away at him. I'm set to the Revolution combat mode here, so it's automatically using my abilities. And once you have enough adrenaline, start using your more powerful threshold abilities. Typically I'd also be using a Steel Titan and Dreadnought, so I'd put those onto the boss at this point, so they help attack and do some more damage and speed up the fight a bit, but as I'm trying to show a welfare guide here, I only wanted to use the complete basic setup. So the health is getting low now, he has only about a quarter of his health left. And when he's dead, you just go and press this first one here, which is right in the middle of the platform, and then back to your normal spot here. Between the phases, these grot worms spawn. Just ignore them and keep hitting away at the boss with Soul Split on, and it'll heal you up enough so that you can ignore them. Throughout the fight, these ghosts will spawn, and they'll do a fair bit of damage to you. Just hit this ability here, Flurry, and that will do AoE damage around you and just kill the monsters near you without you having to stop attacking the boss or move. And this is the reason why we stand in this spot here. As you see, the firewall when it spawns, it often has a gap in it here, so this is a safe spot. Okay, that's the end of the second phase, so again you just need to press the one that is in the left as you look at the dragon. Press that, and then quickly get off of this lit up triangle, because if you don't get off it fast enough, it will do 1,500 damage to you, so just be quick there. Right, this is the first one of the dragon's forms that I can do. In this one, she's got a greenish colour and she's more resistant to physical damage. This is exactly what we don't want to happen, because it means that the phase is going to take longer as we're using melee. But we can't do anything about that, so just keep hitting away at her. And again, we had ghosts there spawn. I just flurried to kill them. You might notice that I just ignore all of the firewalls. I recommend everyone who's using Soul Split also does the same. But if you don't have Soul Split, you may need to avoid them. So the boss HP's gone rather quickly despite having the resistance to physical damage. Okay, so that phase is down. Again, same as before, press the Dragonkin artifact, get off of this shining thing on the floor, and hit her in the face. This takes us to the last phase, which will be phase 4. Again, back to the usual spot. And hammer away at its face. This is exactly what we do want to happen. The dragon's gone blue, which means physical damage is even more. If this happens, it's basically her saying, "Kill me," and you've got a free kill. As you just saw, she breathed extremely hot flames. When that happens, just step to the side of the platform and you'll avoid that attack. And that's a QBD kill. So you just press that last artifact and climb down the stairs, and that's that. Once you're done there, just wait until you come out of combat so that you can use regenerate so that your adrenaline isn't wasted, and then open up the dragon coffer to see your loot. This is the typical loot you get, so you get guaranteed about 100k in bones and raw dragon hides and bolts, and then you also get a multitude of other drops as well. So here I got 30 rune ore and rock tails, so you're always guaranteed a couple 100k from a kill. Just take the food, quick start on here, and you can go back in for your next kill.